Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video tells you about my wonderful Ogham Course, or Ogham Course as they're known as in Ireland, the wonderful tree alphabet of the ancient Irish Druids, which lets us explore energies so deeply based on the energy of each tree. And this is a very good time to start your Ogham Course, the Celtic tree alphabet of the ancient Irish Druids, because here all the trees are at last beginning to come into life again. The sap is rising. Connect to their energies now. Receive the strength and vision of the trees. Transform your own vision and personality and life. We can actually learn so much and heal so much in ourselves and grow so much with this course. All of these gifts come by hearing the energies and the life area of each of the 20 trees studied in the Ogham can bring us. And wonderfully, my Ogham Course also offers you experiences which allow you to learn and heal and grow from other dimensions too. So the first of the further dimensions that helps us grow during the course that I would mention is land energies work. We can learn so much from land energies work as we do the course. Connection to land energies offers so very much to each of us. It's needed. Indeed, there's a wonderful land energies course run by a man locally, Jonathan Weeks, in his Spiritual Rewilding website. See the link below the YouTube screen. A second extra dimension that I would mention that helps us grow in many ways during the course is this land energy work. But not only that, especially wonderfully, my Ogham Course is also accompanied by my extensive astrological reports and readings presenting your Vedic astrology and also your Western astrology. I always combine the two in my work. Vedic astrology is the statement of our incarnational life purpose, our karmas, our fate and destiny direction in this lifetime. Western astrology is the statement of our psychological self and its unfoldment. We each of us need both to fully understand ourselves and our lives and heal our karmas and scripts and challenges. So what I see in your astrology can so transform what you receive from the Ogham tree energies, their growth opportunities. It's help and guidance for you. For example, what does your astrology tell you about your issues to do with strength as you study Ogham letter 7, the oak tree? Hear your strength issues, fates and karmas. Heal them much more thoroughly and deeply because of the astrology insights through work with the Ogham, with the oak tree, if there are problems with your strength issues. And what about the yew tree? Working with that to grow your intuitive powers. Yew is Ogham letter 20. For 5 years I ran my wonderful Glastonbury ritual tours, and all they offered from a yew grove in the site of Glastonbury Tor, and it was so wonderful to do. But in addition to the extra dimensions I offer, through land energy work and astrology deep dive, is the opportunity for each of us to make connection with our wild self. We all of us need that, especially if our parenting did not allow it, especially if our religious upbringing did not allow it, especially if the place where we grew up gave us no chance, for example, housing estate or whatever, especially if the school and academic studies we did gave us no chance to contact our wild self. Because actually the truth is each of us do need to be in contact with our wild self for the fullness of us, for the fullness of our life expression. So these additional vast insights offered by my Ogham Course obviously enable us to see immensely more clearly our issues in relation to the energies of each of the Ogham trees. Now, how does it work? Well, after each tree, your work with each tree, you send me a report on what you did and what you experienced. I then reply, I comment, I dialogue with you, I cross-refer to your Vedic and Western astrology. We do extra dimensions, for example, a journey to the abyss might be relevant. I do that on my Starwheel Astrology website. And together we grow from the deep, huge and wonderful experience together. Now I'm standing in front of a blackthorn bush now, and as I hope you can see, the blackthorn is already in full flower. The other trees will follow soon. And of course the evergreens are always with us anyway, so it's time to join the course. Okay, well let me give you an example of an Ogham letter. Blackthorn is Ogham letter 14, Straith. Now Blackthorn's energies are very mixed and deep, and so important for each of us to know of and connect to. Look behind me and you hopefully will see the beauty, but you also see the black bark and vicious thorns. One message is, don't get used to living embattled. Do you? We work with that. Now, one of the books I recommend you read as you work away at my Ogham Course is this one. So it's Tree Poghams by Edward Durand. And so like Jonathan Weeks, who I mentioned for the land energies, is a bit course just focusing on land energies, and also this book by Edward Durand, all three of us are actually in the Druid group for the northwest of Ireland. And if it's relevant to you, if you live near us, contacting the Druid group is on my Druid Forest School website. And incidentally, if you go to my Druid Forest School website's tours page, you'll see the wonderful tours, experiences and books offered by Edward Durand. So that's the Druid Forest School tours page. And again, its link is below on the YouTube screen, along with the actual link you'd need to join my Ogham Course through Druid Forest School website. And there's the links for my other two websites, the wonderful Starwheel Astrology and LoveStarDating, the dating site for those who are on a spiritual pathway and who are seeking love, with a panel of astrologers and healers. Now here's what Edward Durand, writes to connect us to Blackthorn in his wonderful book. I'll read you a few selected lines from the text. Fighting the wind a bit here. Storm Dave is on the way. I managed to find a little sheltered nook where the wind noise wouldn't ruin the video, hopefully. Here's what Ed writes about Blackthorn text. He writes a poem about each of the 20 Ogham letters. Blackthorn, mother of the winter wood, guide us through what's not understood, parting the veils between the worlds. And a bit further down the poem, her flower marks winter's joyous ending. And I am joyous about the ending of this winter. And further down still, if you're pricked by the darker thorn, and believe me, they're dreadful, you may go within till you're reborn. That's where we do work on a sort of dark issue which each of us holds. And indeed, we might not be particularly aware of it. It might be what's stuffed down into our unconscious and shadow, for example, indicated by Chiron in the astrology chart, or by Lilith. But because there's astrology crossover, this sort of stuff can be brought out and worked with. So I think you can see my Ogham Course is a wonder. My wife, healer Maggie Pashley, and I created the extensive course materials that you wonderfully get about 15 years ago now. So don't miss out. Join our wonderful Ogham Course. Go to the Druid Forest School, the Ogham page, and you will experience wonders. Thank you.